welcome back to Return of the Obra Dinn. We did all right last time, didn't we? We managed to check off a number of identity validations, and yeah, no one was more surprised than me, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, we left off in Mr. Milroy's little scene here, didn't we? We managed to check off a couple of people just before the end. Maba here, who had been pickling us from the very start of the game, and also Omid Gul, who decided to take a refreshing dip and let everybody else take care of exploderizing the squid. So, I've had a little bit of time to think, and I've come up with a couple of little theories and perhaps a route of investigation for some puzzling folks. First of all, little theory doesn't directly affect our investigations, but a bit more of an expansion on what I'd said about Mr. Parrot, our third mate down here, and also Philip Dull, the captain's steward. So I'd mentioned previously that in between the chapters of The Doom and Escape, I'll stop doing that, I'm so sorry, with The Bargain, which of course is locked off to us at the moment. And I had reasoned that there was mention of the captain going below deck to do something to try and dispel the curse and sort of free the ship of all of these terrors, and the bosun had said that curses like that aren't lifted for nothing, and I basically said that the two crewmen might have gone down to do something rather untoward to Mr. Dull. But it occurred to me the last scene of The Doom was the one with Abigail. And she'd called out to Martin saying, Martin, I want my husband, where is he? And he says, he's below deck, come in. And thwack, she gets killed. So by that point, the captain had already gone down to do whatever nefarious deed needs to be did. And Martin probably went down. He probably carried Abigail through to the cabin, at which point she'd expired. And he probably went below deck to find the captain to report that his wife had died, and probably got tangled up in whatever the hell was going on down there. And as we know, unfortunately, Mr. Parrot does not re-emerge during the escape. So, so yeah, that doesn't really help us with our investigations, because we still need to identify where the bloody hell these two young ladies ended up. Miss Jane Bird and Emily Jackson. Now, I've been trying to figure out what associations we've seen with these people. They've only got 3 memories apiece. So let's see. 2 of those are in the escape, where Miss Jackson, or Mrs. Jackson, I should say, was killing Mr. Volkov. And then where's the first memory? Where did they first appear? Oh, on the main deck. So they've only appeared in 3 scenes, cowering from the squid on the main deck. And then, as I say, the 2 scenes around the escape. So there's nothing really that we can glean from those scenes. I'm awfully puzzled. So hold on. So this scene where Paul Moss died, and this scene where Volkov, who killed Paul Moss, was shot by Mrs. Jackson. The only link that I can think of is Paul Moss was shielding the 2 ladies when the squid was attacking during Abigail's scene. And also, Mrs. Jackson's shouted, Paul, look out. So, is there some sort of association via Paul? And we know Paul to be the first mate's steward. The first mate is William Hoskett. So I wonder, let's see, if the ladies both know Paul fairly well, there's a chance they probably know Mr. Hoskett pretty well, and by extension his sister Abigail and the captain. That would explain why they're dancing up on deck with Abigail. And of course James Wallace, the surgeon's mate. It still doesn't really give us a clue as to where they would have ended up. So there are a couple more routes of possible link that we can look into. One requires an on-foot investigation. Now, I was thinking to myself, and I haven't seen any visual cues around the ship to verify this clue, but it occurred to me that Miss Jackson and Miss Miss, whatever Miss's name was, the ladies, the ladies, are passengers aboard the ship. And what's synonymous with passengers? Luggage. So, I didn't notice anything around, but it would make sense if the ladies are on board for a voyage. Let me see, where are we? There might be something in the passenger's cargo hold for them. Now, is there anything that could potentially be tagged as belonging to the ladies? I don't believe there is. There's nothing really of interest by the looks of things. The only other place I can think where there might be luggage... It would be lovely if there was luggage with a tag dangling off saying, "Oh, Mrs. Emily Jackson on her way to... I don't know, the bottom of the ocean." No, definitely not. The only other thing that I thought was maybe we should explore the loose cargo scenes, because there are, of course, 2 scenes for loose cargo. The very first chapter of the book that took place before they even left port. So, let's take a look at the luggage that's coming down, the actual cargo, and see if there's any sort of trunk or anything like that that looks civilian. Doesn't appear to... Keep it down! Good grief. Doesn't appear to be... Oh, it would be so nice if there was something with a big label on the side of it saying, "This belongs to the ladies. They're going to X destination." Oh, no such joy. Excuse me, what do you got there? No. Doesn't seem to be anything of the sort, sadly. Some barrels. Nope, another barrel being rolled along. No, I can't see anything of that ilk, unfortunately. Oh, that's very sad. I really hope that there might have been something to show there. There is, of course, one other scene down here on the cargo deck, and that is that is of our unfortunate barrel dweller. Who knows? Maybe this unknown stowaway might actually reveal some secrets. Let's just check everything just to see if there are any sort of steam... Oh, one other place we could check, actually. I'm pretty certain there was nothing in the 2 cabins next to the captain's cabin. I don't think there was anything here, but so one place that we could check, because we saw the 2 ladies outside the cabin here, but it occurred to me as well that down on the orlop deck, here, the Formosan royal family and their guards were taking up, I think, one side, but the other side wasn't occupied. I think, I might have misread that. It could have been the royal family on one side and the guards on the other. But if so, it means that the ladies might have actually been occupying the other cabins here. That could be worth a little snifferoo. Right. Yeah, let's see if this dead person can tell any tales. So we know that this took place... Oh, listen to the heavy breathing in there. Oh, it's terrible. Oh no. Yeah, it takes place just a split second before or after the other scene, doesn't it? So there's not really going to be an awful lot of variation in what we can see. Yeah, there's nothing, is there? Oh, how infuriating. Oh, I thought I was onto something there. Nuts. Nuts and rats and other related displeasant things. Oh, okay. Right, looks like we're barking up the wrong tree here, but I think it might be worth, in the same sort of manner as we paid attention to the hammocks, it might be worth paying attention to the, to the passenger cabins. Wait, just a second. Maybe there is a way we could tell. If we can take a look at the Doom again. So we know that the ladies themselves appeared during Abigail's scene in I was going to do it again. In the Doom. But I wonder if there's another scene maybe just before Abigail's where the door to the passenger cabin is open, when they're just emerging, and before Paul Moss starts warding them back. This scene with Maba, I'm pretty sure takes place a little bit too far down the deck. Yeah, that scene... So Abigail's scene takes place here, which is why we can go to the cabins. Maba's scene is a bit further down now. I'm pretty sure the fog of war cuts off about here. That's the other end of the ship. That's the midship. That's below decks, as is that. That's at the very far bow of the ship. No, this isn't going well, is it? No, okay, alright, we'll scrap that little line of investigation. So let's examine these cabins here, shall we? See, these are the sorts of things that I'm kind of hoping to see. Hopefully with a big tag on it saying a destination, but I doubt I'm going to get quite that lucky. There's still chests and things here. Let's see now. I think it was this side where the Formosans were lodged. Let's see if we can't jump into a scene that took place here and spot any sort of clue. I don't even know if we'd be able to get enough detail off of anything to read. I don't think we've read anything off of like a sign or a label or a ledger or anything like that in any of these scenes to know that there's that much detail. Right, let's go for Mr. Rajab's scene, because we can wander straight out of the surgery there. So let's while I'm here. Ah, there you are, you little swine. Somebody had mentioned in chat about the box down there that belongs to Mr. Evans that contains the pocket watch. No, again, we're not getting any. See, the Formosans are on that side. Yeah, no labels, no destinations. As I say, I'm not even entirely certain that that the ladies stayed down here. It could be that the Formosan guards took one side and the royalty took the other. I do have a backup plan that I could fall back on, but I want to just maybe take a look at one or two other scenes to see if there's any merit to what I'm thinking. Right, so this that was sort of more of a peacetime, pretty early on actually, scene, and these beds weren't inhabited. I think I'm barking up the wrong tree here, but I'll try one more just to see if there's any detail that we can pick up from those little nooks. No. Right, something's been shifted from that side, but yeah, everything's much the same. Nothing's labeled. Nothing has any detail to it for us to glean any markings, any destinations, or anything like that. I may have to fall back on Plan C with these ladies. Now, Plan C involves taking, let me see, who's it going to be? Taking a bit of a closer look at their actual escape here. So, we know that when they escaped on the lifeboat, they were near the Azores, they were near Madeira, near the Canary Islands. They weren't particularly close to Cape Verde. They were also close to Africa, though. And we do know that at least one person within that ship, one Mr. Henry Evans, who has sent us on this strange ethereal quest in the first place, did actually make it back to Morocco in Africa. Now, these two gentlemen here were close to the ladies just before they departed. So this is Paul, the first mate steward, who unfortunately was attacked by Mr. Volkov here. So the only other thing we could do to try and get a good, clean deduction. Fine, gents, I'll wait for you, shall I? Oh, sorry, Captain, I'm still on your skylight here. Yeah, the only last thing we could do for a last-ditch attempt at a good, clean deduction is to see if they have any luggage with them in the lifeboat here. The only piece of luggage I can see is Mr. Evans's box there for his magic compass. Time pocket watch, not bloody compass. I've done it again. So yeah, I don't think we're not going to get anything with that line of thinking from that particular scene. Let's take a look at Mr. Volkov's death. Where did she get that gun from?
Let them go!
I did not see that one coming. No, can't see her anything. Oh, there are. No, that's not even a chest under there, is it? It looks like boards bound together. There's this drum thing, but okay. Let's get out of here. I don't think we're gonna. Sorry, Baldy boy. I don't think we're gonna find. Oh, of course, this was the tussle. Yeah, this was the tussle down here between the fourth mate, the gunner's mate, and poor English Lanky. But yeah, it doesn't help us in our investigation. So I think the only link that we have to a possible destination is that the ladies were in the lifeboat with our Mr. Evans. Yeah, my way of thinking, and the last possible stretch that we can do, has been echoed by Vass in the comments. Thank you very much, Vass. That they may well be keeping company to our generous supply of supernatural pocket timepieces. Very eloquently put, sir, I must say. Yes, we know that Henry Evans ended up in Morocco, so the only thing I can think to do is throw the same destination in for the ladies. I don't see any reason for them being drawn to Morocco, but purely by association. Oh, it was bloody right as well. Okay, right, we're validating in pairs. Okay, so Miss Jane Bird is alive in Africa. Interesting. And, oh, that is Zungi Sati. So we have got the IDs the right way around now. Oh, well, this is it. Surely that has got to be all of the nails in all of the coffins now, surely. Shot with a gun by Charles Minor. Unfortunate sod. I'm pretty sure he was going to croak it anyway, being filled with Spider Rider spikies, but never mind. So we can also put Emily Jackson as being alive in Africa, as well as we know that was Zungi Sathi, so we know that this is fourth mate steward Davy James, and he boarded the same lifeboat, so this would make sense, I guess. Oh god, we've done it. All currently solvable fates correct. Yes. Fourth mate steward is alive in Africa. Emily Jackson is alive in Africa. Have we made it into that dark patch? Okay, it's just right. Oh, there is nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Oh, I beg to differ. There's plenty of clearing up to do. Have you seen the state of it down there? We'll leave that to somebody else in the East India Company. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to go and see old Grumpy Beard down here. He's probably soaked through to the bone. Right. So it begs the question. Is this the last we'll set foot on the Obra Dinn? I feel like we're going to be back, but we need to go back to shore and post the book back to Mr. Evans? Then what? Oh, I don't want to go. Oh, this feels icky. I don't like it. Leaving all of these souls behind. Eee. Hello there. Did he miss me?
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Oh, my days. Oh. Oh, that was like a timer. Of course, because he called out ages ago and told us about the storm. So I guess if we'd have come down before, that's just the countdown to leaving. That's it.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
Yeah, I don't want to be marking my own fate as fell overboard, thank you very much. But surely we've got to come back to the ship in some capacity. We never got into the lazarette. We never got into the lazarette. We never solved Mr. Parrot and Mr. Dahl's fates. We must go back and visit it in dock or something later on. 1 week later. Ooh. Wait, we posted that thing to Morocco in 1 week? That's impressive. Oh, the Honourable East India Company. Insurance assessment. Oh, we get to read the report. Wonderful. Insurance assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn, victim of calamitous events at sea. That's putting it mildly. Prepared by the Company Office of Investigation. That's me! Oh, it's a 23-page report on the fate of the Obra Dinn. Good God. Ship damaged in squall, Atlantic. Sunk in storm. No. No. How? No. How are we ever going to see what was in the lazarette? It sank? That storm wiped the ship out. Okay, £20,000. That's a ludicrous sum of money back in those days. Cargo, the company, all cargo lost, payout claim 5,000. Cargo of the Crown, all cargo lost, payout claim for restitution. Okay, Captain Robert Witterall, God. Fate, suicide gun, criminal findings, murder of crewmate, 4. Estate forfeited to the Crown. So they claimed all of his land and his estate? William Hoskett, first mate, fate shot with a gun. Witcherall, criminal findings, attempted mutiny. Estate was fined £25. Edward Nichols, shot by Chotan. Murder of crewmate 2, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo. Estate fined £100. Martin Perrott, fate unknown. Findings of merit, extraordinary valor. I was going to say this. That was what filled me with dread when I realised that Martin probably went down to the cargo hold with the captain and Philip Dahl, probably met a grisly end. He seemed like an all-round decent bloke. We didn't see him that much, but we saw him walking and talking with his mate. He seemed like quite a kindly character. He was bounding across the crates to try and save his mate when... sorry, not his mate, his steward, when he was crushed by the cannon. And then he presumably went below decks to report to the captain that his wife had been killed. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward of £90. John Davies, fourth mate. Criminal findings, murder of a crewmate. Estate fined £15. Klestel, bosun, torn apart by a beast. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward of £70. Charles Minor, the elusive, slippery Frenchman. Criminal findings, murder of a crewmate. Wait. What? Oh, no. That's harsh. He shot that guy through the wall by accident. Estate expense claim, 15. Henry Evans, surgeon, Alive Africa. Findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel. Oh, naughty. Estate awarded outstanding wages of 50. James Wallace, the surgeon's mate, decapitated by a beast, extraordinary valor. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward of £50. Winston Smith, the carpenter, Claude, extraordinary valor. Estate awarded £60. Marcus Gibb, carpenter's mate. Spiked, estate unknown. Oh, interesting. Okay, outstanding wages donated to pension fund of £30. Thomas Sefton, the cook, outstanding wages 40. Emma Farrell, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded outstanding wages 40. Christian Wolfe, the gunner, shot cannon, beast. Findings of merit, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded. Olus Vierta, I think that's how it's pronounced. The gunner's mate, criminal findings, murder of one crewmate. Oh dear. Attempted mutiny, fined 50. Right, let's skim through the rest of these. Duncan Mackay, overboard. Outstanding wages. Finley Dalton, Edward Spratt. Unfortunate. Estate awarded £50. Abigail, crushed rigging, knife, Nunzio Pasca. They don't pay out for the passengers? I suppose they're not under their employ, are they? Emily Jackson. Criminal findings, murder of a crewmate. Findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel. She wasn't crew, though. That's weird. Jane Bird, abandonment. Ibn Sia, murder of crewmate. expense claimed. Chiu Tan, expense claimed. Huxing Lao. Zungi Sathi, estate awarded. Okay. Philip Dahl, failure to perform duties. Philip Dahl, oh, of course, yeah, his moment of insanity. Paul Moss, killed. Exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded. Yeah, he seemed like a good fella. Samuel Galligan, that name that tripped us up so many times. Attempted mutiny and theft of cargo. Wait. Oh, of course, he was involved in the calling, wasn't he? And taking the Formosans and their chest. Roderick Anderson, Davy James, abandonment of crew and vessel. Peter Milroy, exploded. Extraordinary valor, estate awarded outstanding wages. Thomas Lanke, Herstick, extraordinary valor and performance of duties. Omid Gul, exceptional performance of duties. Timothy Booterment, Huang Li, Ji Zhang, the tattooed leggy boy. Li Hong, theft of cargo. Of course, he was in the calling as well. Wei Li, exceptional performance of duties and valor. Lewis Walker, our baldy man that haunted the first few of our investigations, attempted mutiny. Really? Was he? Oh, of course, yes, because him, Hoskett, and Brennan were trying to smash the captain's door in to get to him. Maba, extraordinary valor, extraordinary performance of duties, estate unknown, outstanding wages. Okay, Leonid Volkov. Nathan Peters, murder of a crewmate. Lars Linda, John Naples. And we got the Indian crew members. Then the lower level seamen. Okay. Patrick Hagen. George Shirley, the slippery so-and-so that we couldn't name for ages. Okay. A preliminary draft of this assessment has been approved by the Royal Trade Guarantor. Total claim £29,285. That's huge. On behalf of the Honourable East India Company, I certify all statements as accurate and declare this matter closed in its entirety. In its entirety? Are we sure? Oh, that sounded very final. The pocket watch remains in your possession. Ooh. Book should be mailed. Yeah, return to its original owner, Henry Evans in Morocco, as requested. Oh. Yep. There it is, getting sent off. Very cool. But what of the two final crew members? Surely it's... Oh. 1 year later. I hear a lot of dripping. Oh, okay. It's all right. It's just rain. I thought they'd recovered the Hello? Oh, is this like my house servant opening the door? What did she say? You shouldn't be what?
Until after I said hello.
Who the hell? This isn't Henry Evans, is it? Oh.
Can you believe it? A package at this hour.
Oh?
The thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside. I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen.
I have a feeling I'm going to need an awful lot of tea. Morocco. A package from Morocco. To London. Oh. What's in here then? Is this more information on the bargain? Chief Inspector. Oh, this is from Jane Bird. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. Oh no! He said he was of ill health at the start. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. At least he got it. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. So Henry Evans was with Mrs. Jackson and Miss Bird. Like, they didn't just happen to all end up in Morocco and went their separate ways. They were together. They weren't... Wait. Dr. Evans and Mrs. Jackson weren't a thing, were they? Interesting. Okay, anyway. Right. So, the three of us that remain. So that was, oh, I've forgotten which one he was now. Was that the fourth mate's steward? Fourth mate's steward and the two ladies. So that confirms that the two that we haven't got to the bottom of yet did not make it off the ship. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. What do we have here? Right, that's Jane Bird's letter. That's the book. What is? What? Is that a hand? Right. Oh no, look at the spingly spanglies. That can be investigated. Let's check the book before we click on that, because I've got a feeling that's going to go down a rabbit hole. This tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. Oh, Henry! Oh, Henry! Could we? Wait, let's check the back cover first. If anything's changed there. Oh, it has! This grayed out area is grayed no longer. Could we? Oh, by Jove, we could. Oh, I rather think we could. I guess we're following this lead. Okay, I thought the pocket... Oh, yes. There we go. The pocket watch is coming out. One final dive, anybody?
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go.
Who's that?
Right. There you go. What are you up to?
Right, this is the lazarette. Oh. 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 Monkey! Monkey! No! Not the monkey! Oh no, that was a monkey paw that was in the package. Monkey! Oh god, what? So hold on, this is the lazarette. So is the lazarette filled with water? Water? Okay, that's weird. Right, who this? Oh, it's Henry. Why is Henry killing the monkey? I thought that was Henry. Oh, that was... Wait, that was Paul behind, wasn't it? Why is he shooting the monkey? Don't do that, that's horrible. Oh, is it going to be the monkey paw on the left? I bet it is. That's horrible. Oh no. The location of the corpse. Oh god, two others were present. Well, it's Paul Moss and Henry Evans, isn't it? Let's see. There you are. Collect your things. Where is the key? So we don't have any X's because the death here was the monkey. And curiously enough, the monkey didn't actually say anything throughout the whole event. I think he's in cahoots with the cow, to be honest. Right, there you are. Collect your things. Where is the key to that door? Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go. Right, in you go. What are you up to? Nothing good. What? So they were here at the door to the lazarette. They were deer at here. They were deer at the hall. Excuse me. They were here at the door to the lazarette, peering through, or at least Henry was peering through. It sounded like Paul was probably looking at the door. Paul, I guess, was asking Henry, where is the key? Henry says, to that door, gone, meaning they couldn't get in. But Henry still had to do something. What are you up to? Nothing good. So he sent, right in you go, he sent the monkey in there and then shot him. What? But he must have gotten in there, because how would he have retrieved the monkey paw to keep and take off the ship and eventually send to us? What? And yeah, it's just Paul Moss and Henry Evans. So, there you are. Collect your things, where is the key So that door gone. Damn, there's no time, we need to go. So they're preparing to get up to the lifeboat, where, of course, it all kicks off. Volkov tries to stop them escaping and puts a sword through Paul Moss's chest. Right, yeah, funnily enough, we've got, oh, I didn't even notice. I noticed that body. I didn't notice, oh no. Oh no, hold on. Who's that? Who is that? I don't know who that is. Oh no. Oh, I bet that's probably Philip Dahl, I guess. Wait. Right, so that's Martin. And he's been spiked? I did notice as well, there's a rod shoved through this lid here. And wait, oh, hello. Hi there. That's the Formosan's chest. Huh? So was that... Wait, so... Oh my god, so many questions. Right, hold on, let's just confirm something. That's definitely Paul Moss there, isn't it? Yeah, Paul Moss, behind Henry Evans. Why was he killing the monkey? Is that to... Was that to keep... I think there's probably a live mermaid in one of these things. Because there was one that was certainly alive enough to kill Thomas Shefton, the ship's cook, when it was being pulled down here. The key has been disposed of for the door there. Huh. Right, let's see where this leads us. Oh no. I'm going to Martin's. Martin's death.
A third shell. The captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this.
Oh. Oh.
Stop! Why? Well, set you free.
Why?
Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck.
Oh.
Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy.
There's a third person here.
You return. The ship.
Oh.
The Obra Dinn.
Is that the captain?
See it home.
No, that was Martin. That's Martin's voice. Right. No monkey. Hold on. Hi. Hello. Oh god. Oh, the plot thickens. Right. So that's why this third hatch is propped open. Look at all the spikes. That's why he got spiked as well. They opened the hatch and the mermaid that was still alive immediately started spitting spikes out all over the place. Oh dear. Right. Okay, we've got Paul Moss and we've got, I've forgotten his name, but the fourth mate's steward there as well by the looks of it. So the bargain was the captain wasn't even present. The bargain may not have involved the captain at all. Maybe he had nothing to do with it. Maybe he'd gone below deck for a completely different reason. The bargain was between Martin Perrott and... I don't know whether Philip Dahl was perhaps dead at the start of all of this. But to free the mermaids, return the shells to them, return them to the seas in exchange for leaving the ship alone. Good God. A third shell. Captain didn't toss them all, so we don't know who that is that's actually... Let's take a look at our names, first of all. Two others were present, right? That's our two stewards, isn't it? Paul Moss and... So this was Davy James. Okay. So, Davy James and Paul Moss were below deck with third mate Martin Perrott. A third shell. Captain didn't toss them all, says one of the stewards. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop. Wait. We're to set you free. Give it the shell. I think he'd already been shot by then with the spikes. Hey? Do it. Hoist it out to the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. As far as we know, it was only the one mermaid that was actually taken to the lazarette alive. Get the tail, boy. In return, the ship, the Obra Dinn, see it home. Get the tail, boy. I think that's Paul Moss speaking to Davy James, from what I can tell. And then he expired on the floor there. Okay, well, we know his fate. He was spikerated by a most terrible beast. Poor sod. As the report said, he seemed like a decent all-round guy, generally speaking. So, they've returned the shell. The mermaid's clutching the shell very closely and presumably is too tired to actually sort of do any more fighting. Yeah, and they're taking it up to the deck to throw it back over. So, what was the purpose of the Formosan's chest here? Oh, he is shackled. Wait, hold on. Look at his arm. Oh, he's done the same thing as Itbeng Sia. He's plunged his arm into the top of the flames here, although it looks like it's full of water instead of the fires that we've seen on it before. Good God. Well, I guess it's his corpse that we're going to be examining next. Well, fairly well. Oh, wait. Hello! Okay. What the hell is that? That doesn't look like one of the mermaids.
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I...
Oh, this is the captain. This is the captain. Oh! Oh, he did go down to make a very different type of bargain. No. Right, anybody else present? Doesn't seem to be. No. Who? What? Oh, that's the captain's hat. He's thrown it off as he's come in. So he's basically just hopped up onto the lazarette cages, shouted at them to tell them to withdraw the Kraken, otherwise he's going to kill him, as if that's going to actually do anything. Philip Dahl, he's already got his arm burned. Oh. But he's got a shell in his hand. Maybe So maybe the shell that was on board the boats during the calling, when Itbeng Sia leapt up, grabbed the shell, and we're pretty sure he plunged into the fires in the top of the chest to cause the big sort of eruption that took out all of the mermaids. Maybe that doesn't destroy the shell. Maybe it just sort of harnesses the power. Was Philip Dahl... Was that in there? Subduing the last mermaid? Wait, there must have been two mermaids, actually. Because Witcherell's just killed the one in the middle. It was the one in the right that was taken out and thrown back overboard. Good God. But yeah, it looks like Philip Dahl may have pulled the shell back out the top of the chest, which is why his arms burned away. One other person was present. Oh, of course, yes, we're not investigating a crewmate's death here, are we? We're investigating the death of the beast. A captured beast fought against its jailer and was speared for the trouble. Good God. That's a thought. We didn't actually see the caption on the dead monkey. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. What? But to what end, Mr. Evans? Was there something in the left-hand chamber? We know that there was something, probably a mermaid, in the middle chamber that Witcherell's now killed. And the right-hand one was another mermaid. I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all. I think there's a third mermaid. If that was empty, let's just say that was empty. These two had mermaids. That's two mermaids he's addressing. Saying I will kill you all doesn't kill you. You say I'd kill you both. There's a third mermaid. What? Right, this has surely got to be Mr. Dahl now. You'd think. Now, we'd assume that he's going to go down as burned to death, but we'll see what happens. Oh, God! I was right, wasn't I? There's a mermaid in the left-hand one. Yep, there we go.
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
Oh. Oh, you silly, silly sod. So was this before? Right, so he killed this one first and then hopped over to the middle. Dull? Still very dead. Just hasn't slumped over yet. Oh. Witcherel, you silly, silly sod. So, the only thing that we can really surmise is that the captain appears to have been long gone by the time that third mate Parrot and those two what are they called? My brain's just gone completely blank. The two people, stewards. That's the one. I knew there was an S in there somewhere. Parrot and the two stewards came down after Witcherel was long gone by the looks of it. Unless, let's just see if there's anything in this that might indicate the captain was still present at the very start. No, a third shell captain didn't toss them all. So he comes in. There's still a part to go, which is presumably Mr. Dahl's death. So he comes in. He goes stomping on down the stairs. He tells the crew he's going to go and basically chase off the Kraken. Goes down, starts shouting at the mermaids, who obviously don't have a bloody clue what he's talking about. Shoots the first one, stabs the second one, and then just buggers off again. And then Martin Parrott comes in with the two stewards. And then Evans comes and throws a monkey at them. Call it off, damn you. This is your Kraken. You brought it here. Send it back. An unholy creature's defiant shrieks were greeted with a fatal bullet. What? Am I missing anything here? Am I missing a beat? Okay. Surely now, Mr. Dahl, it's got to be you. Right. Please, posthumously tell me what the hell's going on. Right, that's the mermaid trying to get out. I hear a chain, though. Oh, was he chained up at the other end of the floor?
Quicksilver.
Oh, is that the shell? That's the shell in the chest, and that's his hand getting burned away. So he pulls the shell out, dies in the process. You silly sausage! So, yes, look at that. That's the fire withdrawing back into the chest because it's lost its power. So, he was over here. Wait. The cups and the plate and things were over here in the other scenes. Was the ship listing? I bet it was, wasn't it? Yeah, that would make sense actually, because it was knocked to one side to and fro by the explosions and the Kraken and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, look, his arm's on fire. But that doesn't seem to have had any effect on the mermaids. I mean, presumably that fire was keeping them subdued whilst they were in the hold. Otherwise, why else would you have pulled the chest in there? Oh, that makes sense, actually. Yes, because when immediately after the, what was it called? The scenes with the lifeboats and the mermaid attack and all that sort of stuff, when they got back to ship, they were carrying this cargo crate, the Formosan's crate, down through the different levels of the ship. Obviously bringing it here to keep these mermaids calm. So, Philip Dahl, Captain Stewart, met a most fiery fate. And that's our final validation. All fates correct. Good grief. Oh, we're done. Bloody marvelous. So, oh, that's our exit door. Let's just go back to, hold on, what was the first scene of the escape again? So this is immediately after the events of the lazarette. Why did the captain just bugger off after killing the first two? I don't understand. Right, so in this scene, in the officer's mess, Alfred Klestel was bleeding out. What else can we say happened? The captain was already on his way back up to the main deck. Miss Thomas Lanky was on his way up from the orlop deck to the gun deck. And presumably the two stewards were in the process of moving the mermaid up, I guess. And then the very next scene is Paul Moss getting run through by Mr. Volkov. So by this point, Henry Evans and Paul Moss have come back up to deck. They're trying to board the ship. Volkov runs him through. Right. Davy James is present in this scene. Oh, of course, because he's already on the end of the lifeboat, isn't he? What? So, I think they actually, Paul Moss and Davy James actually disposed of the mermaid between Bargains Part 4 and 5. Because it was Paul Moss that was with Henry Evans there, and it was Paul Moss that was hauling the mermaid up to the top deck with Davy James. So they hauled the mermaid up, threw it overboard with the shell, released it. They think that dispelled the squid, and then Paul Moss came back down to find Henry Evans. Henry Evans says, "Pack your stuff, we've got to go." Throws his monkey in and shoots it because reasons. Huh? I don't want to leave. I still have too many questions. Oh, please. Oh, I hope this doesn't go unresolved, please. Oh. We rise. What have we got here? Scarab beetle? An emerald? Wait, no! No, don't just shelve it! That's not the end of the story! That was the end of the story. Oh, I think I get it! The monkey is an anchor for my dad. Oh. The monkey was an anchor. I didn't notice. Did the monkey have a hand when it was actually shot? Oh no. So we know that the pocket watch was Henry Evans' pocket watch. He knew exactly what it does and how to use it, but he knew he had to get off the ship. That was his last opportunity to get off. So he sacrificed his monkey. He cut his monkey's hand off, stuck that in his pocket, threw the monkey into the lazarette and killed it in there, so that could be used by us at a later date as an anchor to get us in there and bounce between those final memories and uncover what happened. Oh my god! That's so crazy. That's why he said he was up to no good. What an absolute gem of a game. That was wild. Oh, I'm so pleased I played through that. That was very, very cool. All the way through it, I couldn't help but think it's a brilliantly put together game. Mechanically, it's very smooth, very slick. The jumping between the memories, the wisp that flies off to guide you to connected fates. The book and the way it's filled out dynamically and reacts is so cool. But one thing that's just puzzled me all the way through is how the hell did Lucas Pope come up with this so vastly tangled and intertwined web of stories and fates and routes and paths, and it is mind-boggling. So fantastically put together. And one thing that's kept on occurring to me pretty much every single time I've hit stop and finished recording a video is how awesome the music is throughout the entire game. What an amazing score. And this game was put together by one guy. I mean, yeah, obviously we've got several different voice actors here, but with the exception of probably a couple of things that were outsourced, the engine, as far as I know, the entire story, the entire music score, the mechanics of the game, and how it progresses was all thought up and produced by one guy, Lucas Pope. It's incredible. That's incredible. Wow. And the amount of research, it's just said about sort of the different consultants there, the number of, the amount of research that must have gone into nautical life at the time, nautical terms, ship construction, history, backgrounds, the way that the different sort of nationalities of crewmen must come together. I imagine so much of this is rooted in actual, accurate, historical accounts of the time. It's just, wow, what an absolutely mind-boggling feat this game is. to have created it and to have actually played it through to the end. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been an absolutely brilliant adventure. I really hope you've enjoyed it too. I've had a whale of a time with this. I'm really glad that I actually got around to playing this little gem. I knew I'd love it, but I didn't think I'd be engrossed to quite the level that I have. Guys, we are going to be back real soon with another series, another new adventure, but in the meantime, again, thank you very much for joining me. If you would like to leave a like, please do. If you'd like to pop a comment down below, let me know what your theories were, whether they panned out, how you feel that I did throughout the game. I think, in the end, it all kind of came together okay. But yeah, I'd love to sort of get your opinions on what's transpired here on this ill-fated vessel down below, and hop on over to the Discord as well. It'd be great to catch up over there. But until the next adventure, I have been, and will continue to be, Chunky Monkey, and I'll see you then. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. What's that? What is this out at sea? There's that glowing again. What is that? Can I help you? Let's see what fate before you. Over there, I see you. I see you out there, shiny sparkly. Always watching.